I want to pull up like the entire audio channel, but it won't let me on my PC.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, it seems to be there. It seems to be.
Just tell me if it's right or not.
Yeah, it says in the click episode 1 USN Predictions hashtag order question
Yep.
mark or
Yep. Alrighty. Yuki,
All right, I'm ready.
it's been live for like a second or two now.
Okay. That's not a cue that it's left. Just edit this word out. All right, so hello guys, and thank you for tuning in for the first episode of In the Click, where we are discussing mainly topics on any type of esports like Rocket League, Rainbow Six, and so on. But on this episode, we'll be talking about the USN qualifier. Well, USN. Fuck.
that's a way to start it. Here, I'll carry it on. We're talking about the USN finals that are happening in Vegas starting tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Great day to start, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, and starting off with Sonics and Tempo Storm. Tempo Storm, who was originally Two-Face, but finally got picked up by a different org. What are your predictions?
Actually, really quick about Two-Face. They have like the greatest luck, I feel. They were the first team to qualify for Challenger League, but then placed second to Obey, but then beat Rogue and then got picked up by Tempo Storm. So they have a really good run, and I hope they won.
I honestly don't. I like Tempo Storm and I want to see them do well, but I don't think they have a chance against the Sonics. To be honest with you,
I mean, of
half
the two imported players,
four of those people on Tempo have never played LAN.
yeah, I mean, there is something to say about that, but I think their playstyle, like overall, lends itself to a LAN. So I expect maybe them or dropping the first map, but I think after that, the LAN jitters will be gone for them.
Yeah,
I I don't see
definitely
it.
calling it 2-1 for Tempo. First map's gonna go for Sonics, and then Tempo is gonna struggle a little bit in the second map, but they're gonna gain their footing there.
I
They're gonna.
I
I haven't seen
I think Super has it in him. If Super wins a LAN, dude, people would lose it.
Well, I mean, he's gonna have to play the winner of SSG versus DZ, and there's no way the Sonics is getting through those juggernauts being it.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay, speaking on Space Station, just
Uh,
being on that hot streak, coming in second. Sadly losing to Liquid, but coming in second, they still have that streak with them, and especially maybe a week break, I think it is, and then going into USN, they still have that.
I personally, I don't think they have it in them right now.
I feel like I have disagreed with you on both of your picks so far. I have Tempo winning it 2-1 in the first match, and I have SSG winning it 2-0 in the second match.
2-0.
The roster changes are definitely going to work against them. Even if they're the greatest players in the world, if you're not synced together as a roster yet, you have no place in being one of the top teams or even beating
See,
SSG.
I'm just a Dark Zero fan. I have them on my keychain and all that, so I'm kind of biased for this one. Not gonna lie to you, but I'm saying Sonics take it a quick 2-0 against Tempo because they just don't have the LAN experience. And then for Space Station Dark Zero, they might have those like the new players and everything, but Skies is not new to Dark Zero really. He's kind of played with them a lot, and Nyx and Skies, they've they have flip flopped from time to time. Like they've played scrims with each other. They know how that is. Plus, they have one of the best coaching staffs in all of North America.
I
And
mean,
Space Station is just gonna have the jet lag, dude. They're gonna be all bummed out still that they lost to OGA. I I just don't
you
see it.
say that, but like, I'd be
I
fired
think it
up
will be
because
close.
they just like destroyed. They did very well in an international tournament. They're gonna come back and wipe the floor with the NA scene. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the OGA pit was probably one of the most competitive minors we've seen in recent history, and it was an international event. And SSG went with the best teams in the world. And SSG has a history as an organization, and maybe not as much as a roster, but definitely as an organization of just putting it up with the giants of Siege. There's a G2 match, I think it was in the Paris Majors, maybe I forget which one it was, but I mean it was a very close match.
Oh, you're thinking about Raleigh.
Oh, was it Raleigh?
I think it
Man,
was
I mean,
Raleigh.
SSG has something to prove here, and if anyone's gonna do it, I imagine it's gonna be SSG.
I personally don't think that Dark Zero stands a chance. Just like you said, Swift 2-0. First round might be a little close, but second map I'm predicting a 7-3. First map maybe 7-4, 7-5, but I really think Space Station has this. I think they have the whole tournament itself and are going to be crowned the new Team USA. That's just my
That
opinion.
that is where I think you're wrong.
But
Well,
you're
I
the
mean-
DZ fan. I don't know if we can actually take anything
Yeah.
to say for this match.
Uh, I don't
feel-
think. I will say this. I do not think DZ will win everything.
Okay, that's fine. So here's my prediction of like how this match plays out. First map, very close, back and forth, goes in overtime. SSG wins it. After that, we see a defeated DZ, and they do not ever bounce back from the defeat in overtime on map 1. So SSG takes a very swift victory in map 2 and are very confident going into play day 2 on Saturday the 14th. So definitely, I feel personally that SSG is going to be on fire, ready to go. Lycan, he knows what he's doing, and he has an experience with working with these players that I don't think they're going to be bummed out. I don't think they're going to be jet lagged. I feel like they're going to be ready to play. And as the second match at 1 o'clock their time, they're going to be ready to go and everything. So it's not like you're getting the early match, and it's not like you're waiting all day. SSG is in prime position to take this.
I will respect that. I will respect that.
Ideally, though, well, for me, if Space Station doesn't win it, I have to go with the people who didn't even qualify for this event because it would mean so much for them. Because they couldn't
That's who
even
I'm
make it.
thinking. That's who I'm thinking is gonna win. I think
Because
TSM takes everything.
If SSG doesn't make it, then I have to go for TSM because that's just the underdog story right there. They didn't qualify.
I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves. We still have one more.
Yeah.
We have the first match of the Western Conference, which is Reciprocity versus Luminosity. Two very aggressive teams. Like, they are known for their aggression. And Reciprocity recently picking up Vertical from the ex-Rogue roster.
And Nyx.
And Nyx from the trade between
Yeah, Skies and
Nyx
Nyx.
there. So definitely not. I don't think they're going to be playing farther back. I think they're going to be even more aggressive. And I have this working theory from when I was coaching that if you get two aggressive teams together, the most aggressive one's going to be pulling that off because aggressive teams like to be aggressive, and the reason why they like to be aggressive is because normally when you play a team that isn't prepared for that aggression or isn't like fully set in their ways, they're going to back up and start playing timid. But if you get an aggressive team coming right back at you, then it's going to be the more aggressive one, because if they're able to over-aggress the other team, then the team that was less aggressive starts playing back, playing right into the hands of the more aggressive team.
Yeah.
So really, I expect, I think I have Reciprocity. Sorry, my notes were a little messed up. I think I have Reciprocity. I mean, they have the manpower. They have a little bit of the roster change issues going on, but I don't think Luminosity has any of the power behind their roster to kind of push back against the aggression that Reciprocity is for sure going to be bringing.
That's where I have to disagree with you.
I have Luminosity winning that one. They have the LAN experience now. They just came off of what would arguably be one of their best performances on LAN. And also, the Slashug addition, in my opinion, was really, really well timed. Because now they have a veteran player that's been on this stage before, and also has plenty of LAN experience, and kind of just IGL'd them basically to semifinals in OGA.
I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade on any players. I love everybody in the scene, besides the exception of maybe one or two. But I think at this point, who was on the team when Slashug was slacking and not putting up the number? Vertical. Vertical knows exactly what to do. Counter Slashug. He's not going to be able to get shock and awed like that Slashug was able to pull off at the minor. I definitely feel that Vertical's going to be prepared for it. Reciprocity's going to be prepared for it. And Slashug is just not going to get any ground. He might get... Excuse me.
It's going to be weird seeing Slash and Vert killing each other.
Nothing. Yeah, and it's going to be like one of those matches that has the storyline there, but I definitely think Vertical and Reciprocity has the edge.
Speaking of storyline with USN, there is no storyline anymore. It's basically starting new. We have no Team USA.
Yeah.
Nothing basically.
Say there's no storyline, but the storyline I'd say was actually a pretty good one. I mean, the
I think
Team
this is better
USA
than
was
last year's,
allocated,
honestly.
and then
Well, now it's time for a new Team USA.
Yeah.
New
So
storyline.
Yeah.
So
All
I
right.
say we just move right on into the TSM versus EG. The
TSM
versus
2-0 easy. TSM 2-0 easy.
That is a very confident answer. Do you care to explain exactly why you think that?
All right. I think Gio's gonna go for blood against Gotcha and all of them, and he's just gonna go guns a blazing. I think Bolo's gonna light the entire house down. I know Pojo Man's not there, and I'm really bummed to see him not there. But I think that with Tizzy, I think he can play more of like a backseat and kind of just drone everybody in, kind of like what Pojo does. And
He's a support player, and I've worked with him, and he is thirsty. He is ready to get after it. Like he's been waiting for. He's somebody that's been in the scene.
He's been in the scene for 3 years now.
At that T2 level, not quite able to break into the
Yeah.
T1. He's gonna be going for blood. He is a support player, but I definitely don't think that's gonna dissuade him from getting those flashy plays when it counts. He is not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be shut down by these big names. Like he's not gonna get the shakes. It might be his first big thing, and to a roster that has had some success recently. But I definitely think he's gonna be able to hold his own.
I just see Gio going for blood against Gotcha, and I see the entire TSM squad going for Gotcha because he's a fucking snake.
Yeah. So I mean, all of that aside, I definitely have it 2-1 for TSM. The first map, very close battle. I think EG actually takes it in overtime. I think it's going to be the first map. A little bit of nerves coming out from TSM as they try to sync up and get going. But I definitely think that after Bolo and Achieved and Merkel and all of them wake up, that EG just...
It's over. It's over for Ichi. At that point, you're just done.
I
Once
mean, it stinks because, I mean, like, the Modiga, and it's like... It's the old guard of EG, but they're the new blood with Modiga and such.
Alright, since we're on the subject of EG, let's talk about those jerseys.
Oh God, can we just not no?
We have to talk about it. EG, figure stuff out. I saw the joke that they need to pull what EXG did and rebrand the rebrand because they have definitely dropped the ball.
They screwed up. I don't know how you screw up this bad.
Like what possesses you to change that? Like
they have one of the most iconic icons in Siege right now.
Yeah, we
because
were
of
talking about this before we started.
the Penta and EG matchup is probably the greatest match ever played, and
Yeah,
they just
like,
changed that
even
logo.
And just even in esports, like you have Cloud9, 100 Thieves, EG, like you have these names. TSM is another big one, and they are the names of esports. Like they're the ones that have gotten it big. And when you think of esports, you think of those orgs, and you think of EG with the EG logo, not this weird V thing that they're trying to pull now. That's definitely not it.
Speaking of the logo, Ubisoft, can I please have a refund on my
exactly.
Ash bundle purchase? And,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
this thing is stupid. Like, what is this? Why does this exist? Why? It doesn't need to exist.
Because they had something that looked nice. Like I thoroughly enjoyed.
Like it wasn't like the logo. Like it wasn't a mascot logo that you couldn't put onto like the street apparel that gaming is kind of going to. That you could put that on a shirt, and I would wear that because it's not like the Rogue logo that is like super gamer. It's mascot and everything. It's very modern looking, very clean. It's not. It's just a really good logo overall. I don't know why they thought they had to change it. I mean, it was very solid. Maybe updating it a bit, making it a little flashier, but I definitely think it's a solid logo, and I don't think they should have deviated it or deviated that much.
Alright,
So, day 2 predictions.
Alright, so I had Susquehanna Sonics versus DZ. This isn't a competition at this point.
So,
I think that's just a massacre. Honestly,
all right.
I think Eclipse is gonna be scared on day 1. Same with Skies, and I think day 2 they're gonna get a little bit more comfortable, and they're just going to absolutely destroy Super and Goddess and all of them. They're just.
You're the only person out of the 3 of us.
I think that DZ is gonna be kind of pissed off because they lost to the EU team Navi in the finals at Japan. And they're just going to go for blood against the Sonics and absolutely annihilate them. I'm going to call probably a 2-0. Probably like, I'll say 7-3 and 7-2. I don't think it'll be very close.
All right. So I have Tempo versus SSG in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that is handedly won by
Yeah.
SSG. Not even close. Tempo Storm not able to wake up. Slash Dog putting, or not Slash Dog.
Canadian.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, very big game for SSG. The players from Tempo not able to wake up, and SSG just takes it easy 2-0.
Yeah. Yuki.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Although I've just been like thinking to myself though, like if um if for some reason EG wins this, who do you think their biggest competitor is for the Western Conference? Reciprocity or Luminosity?
Probably Reciprocity.
Yeah, I've just been I can't. But then again, I think Luminosity.
I don't think Luminosity have it in them.
I think they do. They kind of showed up a little bit though.
Why are we deviating from the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Yuki, give us your prediction, man. Stop beating around the bush. Give it to us.
Oh man! All right. Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. I don't want to get this wrong, but besides, I want to see Tempo. I
Really?
I want to see
Really?
Tempo run. Oh wow.
I like SSG, but I want to see Tempo.
Okay. All right. We'll give
You're
it to
going
you.
for an
I don't
underdog
agree,
story
but
here.
Hey, if you want it, bro, we'll give it to you. But you best believe as soon as you get that wrong, I'm messaging you and giving you crap for it. All right, moving right along to the Western Conference Finals.
Luminos.
Yuki, since you went last. Nope.
Oh.
Grizzly back up. Yuki, you went last, so now you get to go first. Tell us, who do you think?
I'm trying to find my picture. Luminosity definitely advancing on, and then I gotta give it to TSM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to. TSM's gonna beat EG, then they go on Luminosity, and then it's gonna be TSM versus Tempo Storm for the finals.
All right. Grizzly, give us your stuff. What do you have?
All right, so I have Luminosity TSM. I think this is probably going to be the best match of the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just have this gut feeling that these two teams are just going to annihilate one another. They're just going to go. I think it's going to be 8-7 map 1 TSM. I'm going to say 8-6 map 2 Luminosity, and then probably a 7-5 for map 3 for TSM.
That is very specific. And it's hilarious because I have Reciprocity TSM, and I say that that's going to be the best match of the entire USN.
Yeah.
No, I feel like if Reciprocity somehow wins, I think EG is gonna win as well. Then
no, bro.
There's
no connection there. What?
Yes, there is.
Because
TSM
TSM
teams,
is
bro.
taking this 100%.
TSM is slamming.
Look, no, if we're talking,
Your mic cut out.
Actually win this and go for Reciprocity, then I'm definitely going for EG.
No, what connection do they have there, Yuki? Are you crazy? TSM wins that all day long.
Yeah,
No, hush it.
All day long.
They do not let Slash Up wake up, and he does not perform. And
how are we, Victor?
Luminosity's useless without him, bro. Like it was his, like him being there, his presence. That is what led to a very good Luminosity tournament. Like you don't put some of the biggest kill counts that we've ever seen in the history of CG sports and not be the reason why your team's doing well. It is not the team that is great. It is Slashhook, and he carried his team through the last tournament. Now, am I saying that the rest of the team is bad?
No.
I'm totally not. But what I'm saying is that they do not have the might to contest against the powerhouse that is Reciprocity. I mean, they picked up Vertical, one of the best gunners ever to touch the game, man. Like
Vertical and Nyx.
Absolute machines. Vertical's up there, and I totally believe that Reciprocity pulls that out. So I have a reciprocity TSM Western Conference Finals, and I actually have TSM pulling it off. I feel that we're gonna kind of start to see a little bit of miscommunication there. Timsy's kind of start showing that he's not supposed to be there, but only for map 1. Map 2, they figure it out. They're a little later in the day, so it's slow to get in there. But as soon as they figure it out, they just consistently go tit for tat with reciprocity, and we go for 3 overtime matches. And
That's what I
both of
said.
them-
I said 3 overtime matches
Yeah,
except
she
for
said
last
the
one.
match was
No,
gonna be
7-5. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think 3 overtime matches is going to be a very close matchup, but reciprocity definitely takes map 1, and TSM comes back for the reverse.
Alright.
Luminosity beats Reciprocity 2-0.
Back off.
EG. Now, from an outside standpoint, EG, the team who qualified for
They
this
got
TSM,
gotcha, bro. They got gotcha, bro.
Gotcha is awful.
beats TSM, and then it's gonna be Luminosity versus EG.
Luminosity would sweep the floor.
Gotcha does not.
Gotcha is not a player. Gotcha is not. Gotcha is a coach. He is not a player.
He
Not
can
in a
wake
mil.
up.
No, he cannot.
He
Gotcha-
can perform, but not consistently as a
Renton,
player. We saw that
drop.
when he played for TSM. He never showed
Renton,
up as big as he did
drop.
as a sub.
But he has something to play for now.
No, he
has
doesn't,
to
bro.
beat
No, he doesn't.
TSM.
Bro,
No, he
when
doesn't.
when you're trying to get onto the roster, that you're not playing for keeps, bro. No, Gotcha is just not there yet. He seems like an awesome guy, and I'd love to meet up with him and talk to him. But I do not think he's at a pro league
No.
level player right now. Definitely not. We saw it with TSM.
He plays with George. He plays with
What do you
George.
mean, bro?
Okay, yeah, King George is there's a reason why he's not in pro league anymore.
He
Even if
plays
he's
with
quote-unquote
George.
Showing streaming, he's not fit for the scene anymore. But EG has got this one in the bag now. I'm
No.
on EG's side now, even though they have a
Back
horrible
off,
rebrand.
bro. That is terrible. You are totally wrong there. Just stop talking.
Even
That's like saying Dark Zero is gonna win. They're
it's gonna be close. I'll say that.
You're like saying that a T3 team is gonna beat the G2. Like, that's crazy, bro. It's not gonna happen. TSM
I mean-
G2 lately.
MIBR got absolutely annihilated G2.
Bro, they got 7-1 the first map. Are you
Yeah,
crazy?
and then they absolutely came back and just
No,
had
they were never as dominant as a 7-1 from G2. It just G2 is unable to close out their matches. It was 5-1 on the second map. And G2 fails to close their I think it was the attack
it's
that
basically
match.
not
They
it's
fail
the
to close
Navi match over again.
They take it halfway there. They bring it to the end line, but they fail to push it over the edge. Every single time. G2, if you're listening, you have to work on closing it out. I don't know what happens. I don't know what mentally they switch off. They just they check out, it seems. They don't play the game that they play in the first half, and that is why they got first rounded.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was the picture of MIBR and it was all the champions. Like, did you see that picture?
Yeah, they were playing.
They were playing EU servers, and they were all
they
like,
had like a 3-week boot camp.
I know they had a 4-week boot camp across Europe. It was insane.
Yeah, but that's not the point. They got wiped. The floor.
Map
G2
one, I
slammed
will
the
give you
first
that.
map. That's all it is.
That
Right? And then they continued it into the second map. It was 5-1. 5-1, bro. Or
it was the
5-2,
Navi. It was the
They
Navi
failed to
Coast
close it
Consulate
out.
game. It was the
What do you
Navi
think?
Consulate game
G2
again.
fails to close it out. That's all it is. And I'm saying that. Like, that's what happens with Navi. That's what happened with MIBR. G2 has failed time and time again to close out their matches, and they need to figure out what they're switching off mentally to get that.
I
close
think
out
we're
matches, 'cause
I
it
think
is
we're
their
deviating away from the
game
US.
to lose.
We're kind of deviating away from the US Nationals at this point.
We'll talk more about G2 and get to the Europe Invitational stuff, alright?
Yeah.
So just hold tight on that. U.S. Nationals champion. Actually, I want to talk about the military branch battle because last year we saw.
I don't
it
even
was
remember.
Army versus the Air Force. And
I don't
Air
remember who
Force
won.
And it was one of the streamers for DG. I forget his name.
Oh,
Like,
Disrupt?
something. Yeah, one of the DG streamers was former Air Force, and he came up and he showed last year. So if the Air Force brings him back, I feel the Air Force has.
Was it Yeti? No, it wasn't
No,
Yeti.
It wasn't one of the DG players. It was one of their streamers. It's like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think Air Force brings it again if they bring up the same roster that they had last year. Army just was unable to perform.
All right.
Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I don't personally remember watching the military branch last year, so I can't say anything.
All right,
Neither
so
have I.
we'll move on to the finals. I'll go first this time since we had Yuki go last time. I think Grizzly went first time before that. So I have a SSG versus TSM finals, and it would be blasphemy to say anything other than SSG at this point. They came to play, and they will finish it out. SSG, it seems like they just can't close it out. They're known as the tying team, and they came second at the minor, but now this is their tournament to lose, and they will not drop the ball.
Whoa, hold up. You say SSG? This is their tournament to lose?
Totally, bro.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
Stop.
Absolutely.
Before you get crazy, every other team in the league besides, who was it? Which team did not? Oh, Sonic. Who gets first rounded in my bracket. SSG is the only team that doesn't make a roster change. And they definitely proved that they had the ability at the minor. And they come out and they play and they win and they crush the competition and they win the finals and they come Team USA, bro. I'm telling you.
So you're saying SSG wins or TSM?
SSG. TSM loses.
But, well, you just said this was SSG's tournament to lose.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah,
That means that they would purposely have to like throw it. That's what that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
The
it's their
All right.
match. And if they lose it, it's their fault, not TSM winning it.
All right.
SSG's only competition in this whole tournament is themselves.
uh,
If they don't show up, they're screwed. But if they all show up,
Canadian's gonna be thirsty for it, bro.
he hasn't won anything since in the first invitational. He needs something.
Is they have Lycan on the support staff. They have like 2 analysts, I believe, and that roster is one of the best rounded rosters in the current scene.
I think they're one of the best rosters in NA, personally.
And they're gonna prove it here. They are going to win USN. They are gonna become Team USA.
I completely disagree because my final is DZ and TSM.
no.
Well, you
I-
done to thought DZ was gonna win.
I don't think DZ is gonna win. I don't think
you
DZ is
said
gonna
that
win.
They beat SSG. Are you crazy, bro?
I don't think they're gonna win everything though. I think that TSM is going to absolutely mop the floor with Dark Zero. Dark Zero has never been a LAN team, and I think that this is where they're gonna falter again. And I think that something needs to get changed. I don't think that it was Nyx. I don't think that it was who else did they drop? I forgot already.
Oh, BC moved to coach.
I think BC moving back to coach was a horrible idea because he was the only one that was actually doing shit at LAN.
I mean, he's getting up there in age, man. I mean, he's still young. I think
He's 25, 26?
he's there. He's still in his 20s, right? But
Yeah.
this scene has gotten like progressively younger to where your early 20s and like Bolo, I think he's 18.
Yeah,
I
he
think
just
he's
turned
still
18.
18.
He just turned 18.
in the middle of the Pro League season, bro.
No,
So
he turned 18 on the date that the Pro League season started.
Yeah, so the middle of the Pro League, it was not the middle, but like it was during the thing, so it was in the middle. Stop making me explain all my
Alright,
metaphors,
continue.
maybe? So, Grizzly thinks that TSM is going to win against DZ. Yuki, what do you have?
Alright, so, you know what? I'm going off of a bad. Hey, buddy. Alright, so, I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to go through it. Tempo wins, SSG wins, Luminosity wins, EG wins. EG beats Luminosity.
Oh, you're straight crazy.
You're insane. You are literally a mentally insane person.
Rolling right now, Yuki. I am telling you that.
Comes very, very, very close, but beats Tempo. SSG versus EG, it's going to go the distance.
You are trolling, bro.
Yeah, you're absolutely insane.
I'm going to take a side standpoint here. On the odd chance that EG beats SSG in the finals.
There is no chance.
There is
bro.
no
You are
SS.
trolling.
There is literally
EG
no
first rounded,
chance.
and I guarantee it.
EG is losing this.
I love EG. I love Modiga. He is like, he's
Well-
awesome. Love the guy. He's a grinder, and it sucks he's on that roster. They are not making it out of the group stage. I tell you that.
Yeah.
I
I'm
tell
sorry,
you now,
Yuki.
I will be in both of your DM. Actually, no, we have a group DM for a reason.
Bro, I will, bro.
You're insane.
Telling you that
TSM
right
didn't
now.
even qualify.
You are trolling, bro.
TSM is a LAN team. They
But
perform better at
couldn't
LANs.
win. They couldn't.
Yeah, because they're not an online team.
Bro,
They're a
EG
LAN
is
team.
inconsistent at best and unable to perform at worst, bro. EG is not making out of the group stage.
Hey, we'll see.
Absolutely.
But speaking of TSM not even qualifying for this, if Rogue was still here, we would see something completely different here.
Yeah, because
Well, yeah.
one of the worst teams would be playing in the Western Conference playoff.
Exactly.
Rogue was relegated, bro.
Yes, they were. But
Rogue is not. I'm going to say this time and time again. Rogue and TSM are not online teams. They are 100%.
At a certain point, it becomes you're just not a good team at all, and that's what happened for Rogue. They were unable to perform
Online,
some
and then
kind
they
of
couldn't do
chemical
anything
mixture
on LAN. They failed on both.
And okay,
Alright.
now I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody, all right, because that is just not nice to do. But what is the? So you had Slash, Bert,
Shuttle,
Eclipse,
Eclipse.
on Rogue, right?
Yep.
But they were unable to perform. They got relegated. Yet Slasha comes out and performs and puts up massive numbers on the minor stage, right?
Yep.
So what is the reason why Rogue wasn't able to perform with the potential they had? Was it roles? Was it support staff? Was it stress? What was it?
I mean, everybody's been performing better now, technically.
Yeah. So
Like, I've been
Let's
seeing
say it
scrims with, what's his face? I've been watching scrims with Eclipse in it. He's playing better. Easley's been playing better in ranked with, like, everybody. He's been streaming full time.
Maybe it's like they didn't have the right roles, but it could also be the support staff. Where did Ranger go?
Ranger went to EG. That's why I'm saying EG's done.
They're getting first rounded, bro.
They're done. That's why I said they're done. They have
They're not.
Gotcha and Ranger. It's over.
yeah, it's over for TSM.
No, it is not.
Are you crazy?
Are you insane?
Oh my gosh, dude!
Nuts.
You are trolling right now, Yuki.
TSM first rounded. They don't deserve to be here. They didn't make it for a reason.
My God,
And
you're
let me see
actually
why they
trolling
didn't
right
make
now.
it. No, all right. I give
You want to
TSM
know a
one
team
match.
that's not there that deserves to be there? Obey. And you want to know why they're not there?
Because
We're going to Rogue.
No, because
No.
I threw against Rogue, bro. I got knifed by Vertical in like the third round and got one kill the entire match. That's why they are at the USN.
Obey is going
Wait,
to Rogue.
what?
I'm calling it now. Someone made a very, very good point on, and it stuck with me. Obey is going to Rogue. That's why they have not announced their roster change or anything similar to that. And this is why Rogue's just gonna go silent, all right? And then out of nowhere, they're gonna come out just.
It's not out of
Kicking
nowhere, bro.
it's
we all know it.
yeah, it's.
Rogue
Not,
doesn't have an organization.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's going
What
to
is the benefit of them keeping a roster in PL?
Because they
I
just
think
they need a break.
talk
They need a
about
better
that
support
kind of
staff. They need
No, they don't
some
have.
coaches.
They literally don't have any benefit of keeping getting a
They
team
have
in
skin,
Pro League.
right?
Yes, they have a skin.
So
They
they have-
have
They have a skin, but that's not even worth it. Like Penta is not in PL anymore. Like
Okay. But
Like-
they're still in the scene, right?
no, they're in
Yeah.
CL. They're disbanding.
Oh shoot, that's.
Yikes, that's tough.
Anyway.
Are they disbanding?
anyway,
Hold
bro.
on. I might be wrong about that.
I mean, did you hear like the supposed offer of that?
It was a lot of money.
$11,000 a month, dude.
It was a lot of money.
Rogue is motivated to stay in the scene, and they're gonna get back in somehow.
Yes,
Oh,
they're-
I was
they're
wrong.
gonna
I was
come back.
wrong. Penta is still in. I don't know if the
Quote me
roster is
now.
though.
All right,
Quote me
all right.
now. Next USN, Rogue comes back. It might even
No.
be sooner than that, but next USN, Rogue comes back, and they
I
reclaim their
I have
title.
I have my PL predictions for what it's
That's
gonna
a
be.
storyline for another
I
day,
have
bro.
I have my PL predictions for NA, EU, and Latin America. I'm not gonna get into that.
EU Invitational because we spent enough time on the USN.
All right,
I wanna
that's
talk about this G2 that can't close out their matches.
who are they playing? Oh, yeah, they're winning.
No, it says Penta Sports has a roster.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I was wrong. I said I was wrong.
Where's G2? Oh, they're there. They're playing Untis.
Untis
Alright.
Blue.
Go
Alright.
the-
No, let's go down the
Why?
list. Let's go down the list. So Chaos Esports versus Paths Asleep.
I've never heard of Paths Asleep. I'm gonna have to go with Chaos.
Yeah, I
Number
have to
one
go with
seed
Chaos.
Going into this, I definitely think Chaos.
iDreams versus Orgulus. So iDreams was at the France finals, like the France or major
The
thing
Paris major,
nation. No, not France. No, the
the French league or the French nationals.
yes, that thing.
Okay.
So I personally
What's the-
believe Orgulus will win that.
I mean, they have Cryan, Dragon,
No.
KS, Lazo, Grano, Rips.
They don't have Cryan anymore.
Cryan's
Oh,
on the
that's
G2
true.
now.
Cryan's on G2. What a dunce.
It's
Okay.
Dryan or KS.
So I think
I don't know who
definitely
any of
takes
those.
that matchup. They are the higher seed, and while Lisa Dream, whatever that is,
Isa Dream.
Isa, that and I. Anyway, I feel like it's going to be a good match, but I definitely think Team Orglis, with the experience that they kind of have a little bit more, I definitely think they edge that out.
Isa Dream,
Vitality
Orgulus.
versus MCares.
MKers is where
Vitality.
Baka Bryan went.
Okay, but Team Vitality.
I need to see what they have roster changes, so I want to see what they do first.
Okay, but I definitely think that the experience coming out from Vitality will edge out.
I personally believe that MKers might win this. I don't know why, but I think Brian has been in such a he's been I don't know what it is, but no team wants to touch him. Have you noticed that? Like Baka Bryan was on top of the world at one point, and now nobody wants to touch him.
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't have that work ethic, or he's just toxic. You never know, bro.
No, because he's in Pengu streams all the time. He literally plays with them all the time.
All right, that's fine. But I mean, Pengu isn't the least toxic person in the world ever. Let's be honest here.
I will not disagree with you there, but I need to see what Vitality has because there's definitely roster changes that they haven't announced yet.
Okay, that's fine, bro.
And if
So,
they
moving
have
on.
those roster changes that have been proposed or quote unquote leaked, with Goga going to Vitality or what else was he going to?
Well, I don't. Goyo's not French. He's Spanish. So why would he go to a French?
I have no idea, but that's what I heard.
All right. I definitely think that becoming an international team would work best for Vitality, but I don't. If they still use French comms, Gogo's out of luck, bro.
I know.
Okay,
I
so
mean, they
moving
do.
on to X.
X Game Award BDS.
Uh,
I don't
yeah.
think we need. I don't think we need to debate this.
Okay, so I think we can just skip all of this right out of the gate and say that it's a G2 fours and the semifinal, and it's a G2 BDS. No, it's a fours BDS upper final.
Team Secret Fours. That's a good game.
Oh, totally. But Eminem's also a really good team coming out of the. I think they did win the premiership this year.
No, they did not. They
did
got-
not. Who-
Navi won.
Not. Oh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, they came. Basically, what happened was they won Japan, and then they flew home, played the
That's hardly fair.
English Premiership thing, and then they won map 172, and then map
Did they play
172.
Eminem? Was Eminem?
Yeah, it was Eminem.
I mean, okay, so I feel like Eminem is a very good team, and they might even be able to edge Team Secret. But I mean, we've seen Team Secret perform on LAN before.
I know.
I mean, their online
See-
play is hit or miss, really.
What I'm very concerned about is which one of the three Titans which one of the three Titans we saw at Raleigh is going to be going to the to the Invitational.
I'm telling you, it's not G2.
I don't think G2's going.
So I called this on an Uzumaki tweet a few weeks ago. G2 makes it to they don't make it to the Invitational. All right, still too early with that roster, but they come out and destroy in Pro League, and then they win the Pro League finals.
I don't see it. I think
see it.
I think
I'm
G2's
calling it.
washed up. I
You
think they're
heard
done.
it Here first. No, they're not washed up. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. The 7-1 against MIBR is just proof. They just don't have what it takes right now. I don't know what it is. Uncomfortable, too much pressure, something like this. But they can't close out matches, and as soon as they figure that out, they're going to be the best team in the world again. I guarantee it. G2 has what it takes. They have the potential. They have the support staff, and they have the org behind them. All that they need is to have nothing left to lose, and then they need to start playing like it.
Absolutely.
So
Um,
G2 beats Yunkiss, Pentasports beats Salamander, G2 beats Penta.
all right, so I do want to actually talk. I want to touch on something. So BDS fours. That's what we're saying for the invitational qualifier. That's what I'm guessing.
Upper final, yes. I
Yes.
think he only has one spot.
Yeah. I don't know. That could go either way.
I definitely am favoring the French team here. They've had a little more experience on land. They're a little bit more comfortable with each other. And I think in the competition we've seen in CL, it was BDS. They've kind of performed better. And they have Shaiko. And
If
we all know
Shaiko
how
shows
that
up, it's over. It's over.
But I'm telling you that. Right
It's
now, if Shaiko gets in there and shows up, there's no chance that Forrest gets through. I definitely think BDS is going to the 2020 Invitational.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else here on EU? We can go over to NA and talk about something that I personally have a little bit more experience with. You good there?
I think that's it.
All right, to the NA Invitational bracket we go.
I don't have that pulled up. Can you send me that, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
Just fill the time while I do it.
Yep.
Fill the time. Fill the time. Fill the time. Fill the time. Fill the time.
Personally, though, I think G2 could.
I think the only way that they get the spot is by basically what they would have to do is ESL would have to give them that final spot that is given out.
I definitely feel like so this is something that I brought up a little bit ago, not as common. It's not like I called it at the last invitation or anything, but I definitely think that the reigning world champion should automatically qualify for the next invitation. So the 2020 winner, no matter who it is automatically enrolled at the 2020 invitational. Because it's only fair, bro.
G2 dropped Goga for a reason and picked up Kryn or Kryn, whatever, for a reason. I feel like if they can click, they have this.
I mean, they had a boot camp and they had a LAN, and we saw them do very well in the first round. But they definitely have to keep it together, and they need. I said it earlier, and I don't know if you heard this, but they have to start playing like they have nothing to lose. Because at this point, what more do they have? As soon as if they're not the invitational and they don't win the invitational, they have nothing. They're the has-beens. They have to start playing as if they have nothing left to lose, and that is when they'll start winning again. Because they were able to stay at the top for a very long time, but the top is stressful, and the top will kill you. It is going back to the roots and going back to the worst. Because, I mean, EG was the people to beat, and G2 did it, or his parents at the time. And then they were at the top for the longest amount of time. Everybody's gunning for you. Now, G2's out of the way, bro. It's Empire. What does G2 have to respond against that?
On the off chance that G2 becomes the next Rogue and disband, where do these players go? Where do you see them going?
There's not a chance. There is no chance that they disband. Like, we can't even talk about it because it just won't happen.
I can see it happening, honestly. They've made 2 roster changes in the last 2 months ish, roughly, and they're just not. I mean, sometimes they perform well, other times it's just.
I don't think the org will allow that to happen.
I mean,
what will happen is the only thing I can see that might get a player away from G2 is if they're outsourced to NA. That is the only situation I can think that would happen, and I think that is not a high probability at all.
We'll see, but.
Alright, so
does
let's.
everybody have the NA?
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Alright, so Evil Geniuses versus Rat Pack, and I know we were just talking about how EG gets first rounded, but I definitely think that EG is
Win
gonna
that.
figure their stuff out by the time we play this.
Okami versus Katsu is actually a really good game. Not gonna lie to you.
It's gonna be very unfortunate to see one of the better T3, T2 teams getting eliminated right out of the gate. It kind of hurts, but oh, they changed it to 8, so this is okay. Yeah. Okay, so Okami versus Katsu. Any predictions?
I can't predict. It's too close.
Yeah,
I feel like it's whoever team has the better night. I feel. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's all we can say about that. Pros in that, and watching that one because it's definitely going to be a good match. Maybe
Speaking
we
of
should get ESL casters
casters,
to do that.
speaking of casters, 2 casters are actually departing after the USN.
Veli, rip Veli.
What?
Yeah.
Where's Valley going?
Rip Chocolate Pudding or Chocolate Thunder, whatever.
Chocolate Thunder. Where's he going?
He's currently looking for somewhere. And who
He
else?
better get re-signed to.
No, they didn't re-sign him.
That's...
Who else? Who else is leaving? I can't.
Blue? I want to say?
No.
Blue is leaving.
No,
Where's he going?
no.
Hold on, I'll look in. Hold on.
Okay.
Trying
8
to find
versus
where-
overdose. Sorry. Thought there was
It was right before the finals that they announced it.
8 versus overdose.
Hold on.
8
I couldn't.
wins it, very easy.
I don't. Stokes and Veli.
Yep.
Really, Stokes is leaving. Where's Stokes?
Their contracts are expired.
All right, so 8 versus overdose. Stop.
I don't know either of those teams.
8 is obey.
Oh, easily.
Okay. PXG 2.0, Bio's new team on the revenge tour versus Luminosity.
Hold on, I want to see the. I want to see what their roster looks like. Hold on. Because if it's just straight gunners, I don't know.
Ooh, I actually know quite a few names on overdose, but I don't
It's,
think that.
oh, Biologics there.
Yeah, no,
that's
we already talked about
PXG
that.
2.0.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
I need to see their entire roster.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
To talk about DZ going far in the USN tournament
Prodigies.
because he likes DZ. I like Bio. He's a hard worker, and I say he takes it.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
so it's Bio, Crusher, Prodigy, Spades, Thomas. Okay.
Spades, that was the one I did.
Yeah, that's who I was forgetting.
All right, so Space Station versus Gyarados.
Space Station, no doubt.
Space Station.
PogChamp versus Rise Nation.
Who?
I don't know either
PogChamp
of those teams.
versus Rise Nation.
Rise.
You don't know that Nation? Rise.
Rise.
Rise too.
Well, it's X Rise. They got dropped.
So Sonics versus Senshi.
Sonics.
Sonics, and then
Yep.
Shook Squad versus Tempo.
Tempo.
Alrighty, so we have Tempo versus Sonics working our way back up.
Tempo.
Yep.
I'm gonna disagree and say Sonic, but
Alright.
I think Gumpy and Slevin definitely start. I mean, Gumpy and Slevin really started showing up towards the end of the EL season, so we never know with them. I feel like USN's gonna be a pretty good gauge on. SSG versus
Rise.
Nation.
SSG.
Rise. SSG. Easy.
Luminosity versus Ape. I think Luminosity takes that.
I have EXG versus Ape, and this will be a heartbreaking match for me because I've worked on a lot of people on both of those teams. So I'm not going to comment on my prediction for that one. I'm just going to skip that one.
Okami
So-
versus Katsu. I can't predict that one. That one's too close. I love both
People
those
Genius
teams.
will probably pull it out.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and then so it'd be. I'll say Luminosity.
EG versus Lumen.
Yeah, I'll say Luminosity.
Alright. So Luminosity in the finals, and we have SSG versus Tempo.
SSG.
So we
Yeah.
have a Lumen. No.
Luminosity
Lumen
SSG
versus
final.
SSG final.
SSG wins. Yeah.
All right. So I think we pulled.
All right. What's the Latin America scene then?
Oh shoot! I got it. Second.
I can look it up if I have to.
I have it. Yeah.
All right. There was one more thing I did want to talk about.
You want to talk about that before we get into this?
No, it was after this. I don't know any of these Latin American teams other than Team 1
I don't know
MIBR.
either, so I'm gonna say MIBR. Don't know them. Team 1. Don't Ints. Black Dragons.
Yeah, that's all the teams I know.
And Orgulus. And then Supernova wins it. And then the final is going to MIBR, and they're going to the Invitational.
Black
That's my prediction
Dragons.
for Latin America.
Mm.
Yeah.
Black Dragons. Black Dragons. Black Dragons. Black
No,
Dragons.
no,
MIBR
no.
slamming these kids off the game, and you
No
know it.
way.
Yeah,
They just had
absolutely.
They play
Abso-fucking-lutely.
EU, slam Latam, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
LATAM is starting to play like EU, dude. They're gonna absolutely annihilate the competition.
Yeah, they're gonna slam them. That's all it is. MIBR going to the Invitational. Grizzly, wasn't it you that said you had something?
Yeah, hold up. I put it in the chat earlier.
We actually covered that pretty quickly. Way to go, guys. Wow, he looks for that. I just want to slam Yuki for a bit more for thinking that EG is actually going to get out of the quarters.
EG is not going to get first rounded.
Right,
TSM out of here.
You are trolling. Like, you are an actual dunce for thinking that.
We'll see tomorrow. We'll see.
Predictions for
And we
season
will see
11. Oh, we can talk about that in a couple weeks.
Oh, shoot. I actually have to look up. So it's. Let me try to write them out. EG.
No,
SSG,
let's just talk about it in a couple weeks, because
Tempo.
I think once we see the NA performance from everybody, then we can actually
Yeah,
determine.
yeah, definitely. I feel it's a little bit hard to call right now without.
I think we can talk about the OGA pit though, like the stats.
Oh, I mean, how long have we been going? Like, we
Um,
too terribly long.
I think it's
An
only been
hour?
going for an hour, maybe not under 50 minutes.
Yeah,
50?
so we'll cut it here soon.
So
Let's just talk
OGA.
about the OGA pit. I mean, I feel like we've covered this a bit. LATAM coming out and giving us a show. Like, I think coming out of it, the two big regions recently have been like, oh, NA sucks and then EU dominance, but LATAM's been flying on the radar. And did they come to play? Like,
Oh,
they weren't
absolutely.
messing around.
I think it helped that MIBR had a huge boot camp.
Interesting topic here. Okay. South African servers, or African whatever.
Yep.
South African, yeah.
South African servers coming out.
I already
Will
played them.
that introduce South African teams
No,
into the scene?
absolutely not.
Within
Um,
No, absolutely
the next
not.
few years?
Absolutely not.
In the next few years, definitely. There's gonna be
Absolutely not.
There has to be.
No, I played on South African servers the other day. None of the players there know a flying clue of what they're doing. All of them have been playing
That's why I said
on
the next
all
few
of.
years.
I wouldn't even say next few years. They're like 4 or 5 years behind.
All they need is
Yeah,
the
but
right
so was
coach and stuff.
LATAM, bro. Like, and then they just won the OGA pit minor, like we just
I
talked
wouldn't.
about.
I wouldn't say that LATAM was behind. I would just say they were
They
slacking.
didn't start. Like, there was like what 2 seasons before LATAM was actually introduced.
Yes, but South African would just be so far behind.
Nah, I feel like they can do it.
Alright,
I feel like it's gonna happen.
I think it will.
No,
Just
because
split us apart, Yuki.
I don't believe they will, because when I was playing on them, I was playing with a level 200 that was on there, and he had a .6 KD.
I have a .9 and I'm level 187. You gonna say I'm trash?
I have a .9 and I'm 230 something.
I am trash. You should have said that. Like I said, I got knifed by vertical and only got 1 kill.
That's unfortunate.
But it was on to vertical, so I guess that's a little bit of consolation for me.
Yeah, but so let's talk about Paulu. He's a monster. He beat he beat Shaiko's record against Shaiko.
Yeah. And one of the funny things is like, you know, the rain energy drink that everybody's
Yep.
talking about?
Yep.
And they treat it like that's what Paula was drinking. Paulu, whatever his name is.
Paulu.
That's how they act with the stuff. It's Yeti, man. And he's a gunner. He didn't just do what Paula did, bro. Paula off.
Oh, absolutely.
Damn, it's something else, bro. I don't know. Like, they are just faster. I don't know. They have something else in the water.
MIBR performed extremely well. I think they could have done better. They could have won the entire thing.
If I'm in my MIBR right now, I'm sitting pretty. Like, that was
Yeah.
a very good performance.
I would say that they're going to be
Upset
back
that it
top.
lost.
I say they could probably be back top 2 in LATAM after that.
I definitely think they're going to the Invitational.
Oh, absolutely.
Really
There's,
remains to be seen.
I think it's going to be them and Team 1 for that LATAM final.
All right. I mean, it was very good from them. Very well played. And, I mean, that's...
SSG,
watch out for them.
yeah, SSG did extremely well for the circumstances they've had.
And that just shows, I mean, obviously their support staff was there. They learned from the mistakes, and they definitely got after it in the losers final.
The only thing that I'd say was, the only person I'd say was slacking was Canadian. Canadian didn't seem to show up when I was watching.
Was he sitting in the middle?
I don't know, but he had a.
IGLing on that team, because he could be IGLing.
I think it's him. It's either him, Bosco, or Thinking Nade.
But here's the thing, though, is when you're an IGL, you're not really there to put up numbers.
I understand that, but his most favorite defender was Jaeger.
You cut out
His most favored defender was Jaeger during that entire thing.
Yeah,
Ugh,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
it is what it is. He's trying to get more aggressive, but he has been off that roll for a while, and that was his first land back. I'm gonna give him some wiggle room, and I still think SSG is gonna be some like a force to be reckoned with.
All right. That's respectable. Luminosity we already touched on at the OGA pit. Played well. Could have done better, but you know.
Slash definitely showing that he is not washed up.
Oh, absolutely not. Doodle, Hyena, and Rexon though. They did not look good.
I mean, it was the first land, right? So
Second,
was it their second?
second or third?
Oh, then that kind of changes the story. But still, I mean,
Because
land
weren't
as
they
a
at the
whole
one where
was
TSM won? And weren't they also at the one where Secret won? They were under 92 Dream Team at the one at DreamHack.
It could be. Yeah. I mean, here's what it is at the end of the day, though. They were coming out in a land that was dominated by a lot of big names, and we can't really blame them because at least at the end of the day, there's always going to be the one team that didn't have it, wasn't as flashy, didn't do as well, and was put out in the first or second round. I mean, it has to happen. It has to. And
Absolutely.
If this tournament it was them, then it
was them.
It is what it is, really. But I mean, all you gotta do is shake it off and move on, right? And if they can do that, then they'll be back and ready for more.
G2.
G2.
They pulled an EG. They pulled an EG.
Sort of. But I've already spoken my piece on this. If you guys want to continue talking about it, go ahead.
I want to hear your thoughts more on this.
You want to hear my thoughts more? I've told you. They have to recognize for themselves that they have nothing left to lose. Because if they don't make it to Invitational and they don't win Invitational, they don't have anything left to lose. They're the has-beens. So they have to start playing as if they have to recognize in their brains. Like, you have to grind to get back up there.
I think crying was a mistake still. I don't know why. I think crying and Uno were both mistakes, personally. I know there was a problem with Yones, because he was kind of just like a bad teammate. He was kind of frustrated with the game, blah, 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 blah. But I think they could have done better than Uno.
I mean, what was it? Crying was their 5th pick, right?
5th,
and
yeah.
At the end of the day...
And he wasn't even a buyout or anything.
He wasn't what?
He wasn't a buyout or anything. They just picked him up.
I mean, at the end of the day, he did... Fair enough. He definitely was putting up some numbers. He wasn't Paula or Slash.
He went 13 and 25.
13 and 25 for the entire tournament?
Yep.
And it's not the greatest, but at the end of the day, first team, or...
First time.
Not first anything, but like, it was the first time he was with G2. It was a relatively recent pickup. I mean, obviously G2 was probably trying to find that for a while. And he couldn't even have it in his brain. Like, they were talking trash about him, saying, like, that stuff gotta get to somebody no matter who you are. Everybody's saying crying's a mistake. Gogo wasn't the issue. He shouldn't have been picked up. You're the 5th pick. You're not good enough. I mean, that gets to a guy. And you kind of
No, I think he's a great player, and I think that Orglis deserves an organization by now. Because what has it been, 2 seasons?
I don't quite recall.
Because they're a great team. Like, they just need that extra support to get them back into Pro League. Because weren't they, like, top 2 Pro League in season 8? 7?
Yes.
8 or 7? And then they got picked up by Navi, and then they got dropped down to the CL, and then they got picked up, or then Navi dropped them, and they haven't found an org since. But
that's my 2 cents on the matter.
uh,
Just be easy on the guy.
yeah.
He's trying his best.
He's a great guy. They shouldn't be mad at... I don't think they should be mad at the player. I think they should be mad at the organization.
And at risk of being hypocritical, Gotcha and Ranger.
That was a joke. That's a joke.
No, it's not even that it's a joke. I mean, the numbers don't lie, and at the end of the day, you need to also face the facts. Is Gotcha, you're not putting up numbers anymore, man. You got to figure it out, because if not, you don't belong in Pro League. Ranger, you're a guy that's been there for a while, and a lot of coaches can look up to you and respect what you've done, but you also need to understand that the meta changes, and you need to change with it, and if you're starting to slack with the roster you have on Rogue, you really need to start self-evaluating what's going on.
Absolutely.
I think we've hit an hour at this point, or at least pretty close to it. Right?
Yeah, but we still got 3 more teams to go.
3 what?
3 more teams to go. I haven't heard
more
Yuki
teams.
touch on anything for this.
I don't really know too much about that said side.
So let's talk about
I've
Team
just
Liquid.
been-
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
We
Alright?
didn't. Yeah, we talked about Paulu. That's about it.
We talked about Paulu, but the rest of them, like, Paulu doesn't put those numbers up by himself, right?
All of them had a positive rating except for Sexy, who went 0.98, which is not bad by any means.
Yeah. So it's definitely the team supporting him. We don't have to talk about them much. They had a really good tournament, and I hope to see that Team Liquid's back. I hope to continue to see Team Liquid in their dominant form.
Absolutely.
Who else haven't we talked about?
BDS.
BDS. Shaiko.
He didn't show up.
He got out Shaiko'd. And I mean, I talked about it earlier. When you're an aggressive player, an aggressive team, you expect your win condition is the other team backing off. The instant that you get out aggressed, then you're done. Because you're not prepared for it. Because you're prepared to be the aggressor. You're not prepared to be the defensive team. And I really feel like that's what happened to BDS. Team Liquid was a beast that they weren't able to, or they weren't prepared to conquer, and Team Liquid just rolled over them. We also talk about, what was the other thing?
Secret and Nora.
So Secret and Nora.
Secret. They need to get some. They need to fix. They need to fix something.
The only thing that I can think of with Secret is inconsistent. I mean,
They-
we see them being.
They were top tier at Raleigh. They were top 4.
Yeah, they are. They have times when they look like the best team.
And you're like, why
In the
aren't they
world.
in Pro
And
League
then,
again?
Like,
Then they do that.
you pull something like this, and it's like, come on,
Well, like
really?
for a while, or for this past season, I basically said, I think there needs to be 10 spots in Pro League.
To an extent, because some of the regions can't support that. NA, I don't think we have a wide enough range of teams.
I think
yet.
we could.
We could probably do it, but we'd get a lot more of the.
Fine, just give 10
teams
spots to
in.
EU and walk away then. There's too many good there's too many good teams in EU. Cuz this
Yeah,
season's
totally.
literally this season's going to be impossible to get into Pro League.
Yeah, right.
If you're Penta, if you're Orgless, if you're Secret, and if you're Sisu, you're not getting back into Pro League.
It's gonna be a tough one for sure.
Cuz what do you have? You have Empire, G2, BDS, Fours, Vitality, Chaos. Who am I missing? Navi.
Navi, the Navi.
What else?
I mean,
I'm missing one team that's a juggernaut.
Anyway.
Oh,
I know we
and
have
Giants.
the word- Yeah, I know we didn't talk about
Nora.
Nora yet, but I don't think I actually watched the match. But
It was
pretty
bad.
quality.
It was bad.
Another thing. So, obviously, Nora, you're coming out of APAC. It's a region that has struggled for a while, and I feel like you're just back to the drawing board, really. I feel like if they were able to get out more and play more international, we'd start seeing them more, but they're definitely
Alright.
a region that's struggling right now.
I'm going to read you off the ratings from each player. So, Moringa, or Maricu, something Japanese. He had a 0 or a 1.09 rating. It's positive. It's good. Okay, he was up. He was up there. He was ahead of Shaiko technically, so I'll give him that. Yoshi had a 0.73.
Alright.
Okay. Rysel 0.73 as well.
Okay.
Mavi 0.4.